that it is now a missile attack on a British subject, 2 British subjects, and an American citizen, and in a friendly country, I think it is only right and proper that I refer this up to the Foreign Secretary.
Minister, you've heard the arguments. He hasn't.
And the rules of engagement mean that the Prime Minister has already approved it.
No.
Therefore, the Foreign Secretary's input should not be relevant.
No, the point is that I have not been party to any previous discussion with the Prime Minister about matters such as this, whereas the Foreign Secretary undoubtedly has. So actually, it is my duty to refer to him.
And what about telling Colonel Powell?
Tell her to wait!
Christ almighty.
Thank you. As a member of the British government, I am proud to introduce Integrated Battlefield Solutions, a UK company leading the field in the production of life-saving, lightweight military clothing. Protecting our soldiers in the field of battle is at the core of my government's commitment to our armed forces.
Soldier safety first is why we're in Excuse me.
Oh God, he's gonna throw up.
I told him not to eat the prawns.
Excuse me. And so I'm very pleased to introduce you to IBS Managing Director, Mr. Nigel Adler.
Thank you very much, Foreign Secretary. Today we're introducing the Adamant Assault Body Armor System.
Do we have that CDE yet?
Yes, Mum.
Good.
If we target this corner room here, where the explosives are, we would expect a 100% mortality rate in that room and an 80 to 90% rate within the rest of the house. The market should be safe, but this area here in the street, a 65 to 75% rate. That's just the hellfire. If we factor in the explosives in the vests, we're looking at even more extensive damage way out to this area here. But I can't accurately estimate that yield.
But we would be containing that payload in the vest within those walls, right? Far less collateral damage than them going off in a crowded shopping mall.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, thank you. Obvious to anyone not trying to avoid making a decision.
The meeting with the Malaysian Trade Minister is now at 4:30. You'll have to do it for me. But sir, the whole point of us being here...
Yeah, maybe if you take it easy, Tom.
Look,
I need to go back to the hotel now.
Jack, what's the hold-up?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying to reach him.
Minister, the consequences of delay may be fatal to scores of civilians.
I'm well aware of that, General, but it is the proper procedure for me to seek his approval.
If these men leave now in separate vehicles, there are 2 vehicles outside. We have the ability to follow only one. We have only one eye in the sky.
Surely you have agents on the ground who could intercept?
Intercept a suicide bomber on a city street. We're trying to minimize collateral damage.
Sherman 50, North 20. When I give the order to attack, you have to get your man out of there immediately. You have about 3 minutes.
Understood.
لا خالد أنا مرقوا بحنا هذه كسي بحتى
أبو ساجر لو بارنا أنا بسر كراي
صدق إيدي خاذوا وحكله
لانا
ها
موبتا
ها قولي أنا لا الكلام كله إحنا قولي أنا
We are greened up. Missile status is ready. Left selected for single fire, coded, and
ready. Stand by.
You're clear to test the laser.
Laser on. It's good laser.
Oh, come on, sir. We need to go. They ain't gonna meet that house forever.
Just keep it together, all right?
Yes, sir.
need a decision, Minister. Right now.
Thank you. Thank you. I have the Foreign Secretary.
Mm-hmm.
It's Brian on your phone.
Brian who?
Woodale.
What does he want? I can't talk to him now.
It's urgent. He's a code word.
The checklist is complete. Safety checklist complied with. Desired point of impact is captured.
ROE is pending. We're standing by for clearance.
Gentlemen, I cannot authorize a missile attack on an American citizen without the approval of the U.S. Secretary of State.
Sir, the Secretary of State is in China.
Then track him down.
Foreign Secretary of General Benson here, with respect.
This has already been cleared at American presidential level. We have a situation here which could result in massive loss of life in the next 10 minutes.
Then use those 10 minutes and get the Secretary's approval. That is my decision, General.
I get onto the embassy in Beijing.
I'd better speak to them. Excuse me.
Hey, get me LinkedIn on my laptop.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Okay, that was embarrassing. Sorry. Ready?
Mr. Secretary, I have Jordan Ricardo on the line.
Good.
Jordan Ricardo from my embassy here in Beijing. It's urgent.
I'm so sorry. Why the hell are you wasting my time referring this to me? No, his citizenship does not protect him. By joining Al-Shabaab, he's declared himself an enemy of the United States. Listen to me. Tell the British if they really do have 2, 4, and 5 on the East Africa list in their sights, they have our full support to strike. Yes, all 3 are on the president's list. Okay, let's go! Yeah! Let me get you, Dion.
The Secretary of State has given his permission.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Minister.
Ma'am.
Lieutenant, you have clearance to prosecute the target. Do it now.
Yes, ma'am. Try to launch Hellfire.
Ja. Allt. Så.
Think I'm through the worst of it. What's happening?
The Secretary gave his permission.
They have a Reaper at 20,000 feet and a micro RPA inside the house.
Weapon is armed, all green. Good laser. DPI is the center of the room.
Copy. Crosshairs on it now.
Stand by. Confirm pack status.
Good luck.
Three. 2. Zoom in.
ma'am.
You are cleared to engage, Lieutenant.
She stopped.
Lieutenant, we have this one opportunity. Let's not lose it.
Ma'am, she's selling bread.
Jesus. Those men are about to disperse. Engage now.
Ma'am, I understand we have clearance. I will fire if I see the HVIs moving or when this girl's out of the frag radius. But I want to give her a chance to get out of the way.
Lieutenant, you have clearance. There is a lot more at stake than you see here in this image.
Ma'am, I need you to run the collateral damage estimate again with this girl up front.
The situation has not changed, Lieutenant. You are cleared to engage.
What do we do?
I repeat, you are cleared to engage.
Colonel Powell, ma'am, I'm the pilot in command responsible for releasing the weapon. I have the right to ask for the CDE to be run again. I will not release my weapon until that happens.
We will rerun CDE.
Do you understand we are now on weapons hold?
Weapons hold. Sergeant, rerun CDE.
Yes, Mom. Steve, what the fuck are you doing? You just threw the rulebook at a colonel.
Sir, I am safing up the weapon until you read me a new clearance with a new CDE.
Hold on.
Sherman 50, North 20. Can you get your man with the beetle in there to buy this girl's bread? Get her out of there.
ايه اسمي قواي
كنتم شو
كل شيء
كليات
ها
موقع
ها قاعد
ها
يا وريا هل كان عندك نادي اسمه صاحب هل كان بيع مستراحي وحن قضاء بلدياش
كل حاجاتكم مغني
waxaan aaday Soomaaliya hooyaday baa jirtay
maya haddaan ku gartay waraaka waa kan bari hore magaalada ka eriyay Kenyaatigu jecel yihiin kaalaya qabta ninka niyow
Can you get me back to the house?
Yes, come.
Gary, forget him. Get back to the target.
Harry. Back at the target.
Jesus, she's gonna sell them again.
Who else can we get to buy the bread?
Forget the bread, Sergeant. We'll be lucky if our man hasn't blown the whole operation. Harold, where are we legally?
With the girl?
Yes. Are we in the clear?
Again, I would refer up.
No, no. I'm asking you. We cannot hold up this operation any longer.
We need to take all reasonable steps to minimize collateral damage. If we're buying her bread...
We're
then-
not. We're not buying her bread. That's over. Many children's lives are at risk. This is just one girl. Are we clear to engage? Yes or no? Come on, make a decision.
With respect, Mum, I don't make those decisions. I am here to advise you on the law. The law is not here to get in your way. It is here to protect you and to protect your
Don't
target.
lecture me, Harold.
Mom, the legal questions of necessity and proportionality are almost certainly met, but for the protection of you and for the protection of that girl, I would refer up to the Attorney General.
Benson,
Frank, may I speak to the Attorney General?
connect us to Colonel Powell. George, she wants to talk to you.
Go ahead, Catherine.
Sir, our lawyer says the girl's presence has not necessarily altered the legitimacy of our operation, but he does need that confirmed.
Do we have an assessment of what might happen to her?
The targeteer assesses a 65 to 75% chance of fatal injury should we proceed. But he has also assessed a projected loss of life of up to 80 men, women and children if the vests are detonated in an urban area. Now, that's a guess, of course, but we should assume they intend to target a crowded location.
A 65% assessment requires us to do whatever we can to enable her to be removed
We
from
have
the scene.
done what we can for her in the time available to us.
If we wait and they leave, we will no longer have control of the situation. We must strike
There is
now.
no law covering a situation quite like this. It's one thing to release a missile whilst the street is clear in the hope that it will remain so. It's quite another thing knowing that this girl will, at worst, be fatally injured and at best severely injured. So I'm sorry, I disagree with the assessment of your lawyer at Northwood.
Agreed.
I hope the fact that she's a sweet little girl is not clouding your judgment. Dozens of other little girls' lives are at stake if these men leave.
I'm sorry, we have a Miss Gillian Goldman from the White House asking to be patched through.
Who?
Gillian Goldman.
She's a senior legal advisor at the U.S. National Security Council.
She's been briefed by the Secretary of State.
Put her through.
Good afternoon, and thank you for allowing me to comment.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
As the military members of your committee know, we have a point system that takes into account collateral damage to deduce what is and what is not a legal strike. And let me tell you categorically that the existence of this new circumstance does not push us beyond a legitimate military action. We are way off what we would consider a dispute in this matter.
Miss Goldman, we have a somewhat different approach to the question of collateral damage.
Sir, you must act now. You have two men about to embark on a suicide mission. You have number 2, 4, and 5 on the President's East Africa kill list in your sights. And you are putting the whole mission at risk because of one collateral damage issue? I realize that this mission is your call, but there would be some mighty angry people here at the White House and at the Pentagon and out there in the world if you allow these people to leave and blow a shopping mall to Kingdom Come.
Sorry, we have the Foreign Secretary wanting to join.
Right, we appreciate your thoughts, Miss Goldman. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Excuse my appearance. It's night here and I have a bout of food poisoning.
Sorry to drag you from your sickbed.
That's quite all right. George, do I understand this correctly? There's a legal argument for waiting and giving this girl a chance to sell her bread.
Yes, there is, but conversely, it does not mean that there is not also a legal argument for releasing the weapon now.
Forgive me, I'm not sure that helps me.
Foreign Secretary, there is a military necessity for acting now. In our view, they'll be making a move from that house at any moment.
Gentlemen, what action is being legally recommended to me?
James, the legal argument is that we could wait, but we need not wait. And the military argument is that we should not wait. Right?
Exactly.
It's my recommendation that we should not delay in proceeding with this mission. If we don't act now, we risk losing the lives of up to 80 people.
You can only assume those deaths. What is certain is that if we do act now, this one girl will suffer.
And you would save her and risk killing 80 others?
Yes. I would save her and take that risk. That is what I would do.
Angela, is it you or me who will be invited onto the Today program to explain why we knew of the attack on a shopping center that killed 80 people but chose to do nothing to stop it?
You, James. But frankly, politically, I'd rather point to Al-Shabaab as murderers of 80 people shopping than have to defend a drone attack by our forces that kills an innocent child.
James, Angela makes a compelling point. If Al-Shabaab kill 80 people, we win the propaganda war. If we kill one child, they do.
So we don't do it.
She's got a customer.
Hi, Alia. Hi. Pepe. Anna. Hi, Pepe. هل هو تفسير؟ وانت شنو عرفت؟
I suggest you keep your eyes on the other screen. With respect, Foreign Secretary, are the lives of 80 people, including innocent children, really worth the price of winning the propaganda war?
General, if we go ahead, might footage of our attack be leaked?
Sir, the footage from the Reaper is completely secure.
General, I would feel uncomfortable if we did not at least wait a little longer. If we go ahead and footage is leaked, and this girl is killed, then I think the country would be most disturbed.
Foreign Secretary, it is our task to make the right military decision. We cannot engage in an argument about possible future postings on YouTube.
With respect, General, revolutions are fueled by postings on YouTube. I think the consequences are such that we need clearance from the PM.
James, you have the authority to make a decision.
No, I'm telling you, you need to take it to him.
Sir, the PM is giving a speech in Strasbourg this afternoon and may not be easily interrupted.
I'll leave you to sort that one out, Jack.
Yes, sir. I'll track him down.
Ma'am.
What's happening?
You're on standby, Lieutenant.
Still on the train. Two loads left.
We gotta wait now.
Ma'am, the battery died.
Our man is down. We can't replace it.
What happened?
Battery.
Oh, for God's sake. Now we have no idea what they're doing.
I might have a solution. If my targeteer can calculate as coming in under 50% for collateral damage on the girl, do you think you can get approval your end?
Yes, I do. Battery.
Sergeant Sadiq, we're looking to present the collateral damage in the street in this area right here as 45 to 50% fatality. Do you think that's possible?
I've calculated as 65 to 75.
Yes, sure. But, you know, if we put the payload here, or maybe here, well, then we could guarantee the target fatality, but we could reduce the collateral. Or maybe we could target the missile right here, look.
Yes, Mom.
Well, you just do whatever you can to save this girl's life. I'll leave it with you.
Yes, Mom.
We have to announce to the people of Nairobi that we knew everything but did nothing.
We do not have to announce that we knew anything, General.
The PM asks that we do what we can to minimize casualties.
Bloody cow! What do you think we're doing?
How do you interpret that, George? Minister, we cannot have military decisions dictated by government committees, nor can we put on hold a military operation at every stage for legal clarification. You tell us when to go to war, we conduct the war, you deal with the aftermath.
If only it were that simple.
Sorry to rush you, Sergeant. We don't have much time.
Yes, Mom. Adjusting the point of impact to here, there is a 45 to 65% possibility of fatality.
65%?
Yes.
No. I need that calculation to be below 50%. Perhaps there could be an assessment of the impact of the damage right here.
Well, that calculation is already at the lowest limit of what I believe is possible.
What if you put the missile there?
I would still have to make that a 65% possibility on the upper limit.
Sergeant, you need to make this work. Do you understand? We are locked into this kill chain. We have to make a decision. There are many lives at risk.
I think if I make this the point of impact, then I could predict a 45% possibility of fatality. That might be possible.
45%?
Possibly.
Good man, good man. I'll put that to code.
Mom. It's just an estimate.
Yes, of course. Of course, I understand. In these circumstances, any calculation can only be a speculation. Don't worry. This puts you beyond any culpability. Thank you, Sergeant.
Thanks, Mom.
Sir, I have a revised assessment from the targeteer.
If you would look at the diagram, by targeting the missile here, there is an estimated 45% chance of fatality in this area here, where the girl is positioned. We have now done
everything in our power to give this girl a chance to survive.
Thank you, Colonel. Minister, do we have authority to prosecute the target?
%45%.
45%.
Yes.
You may proceed.
Ma'am.
Lieutenant Watts, we have rerun the CDE. You are authorized to prosecute the target. My targetee is sending through the adjusted DPI.
Engage now. Am I clear?
Yes, Colonel. Clear to engage. Running the Dash 34 checklist. Gary Colburn ready.
Ready.
Weapon systems on. Laser sensor.
Check.
Iriso. Kaale. Magaca.
علي.
علي. Saxan ismeen lacag ku siinaa. Oo lacagtaan dhan qaado. Rooti iga soo gal. Toos u baxaysaa, masaajidka dhaafaysaa, bidaxa u laabanay. Geeskaas waxa fadhida gabar oo rooti gadaysa. Roos rooti iga soo gad. Waxa xaar adiga ale. 5 daqiiqo hadda igu soo noqdo maxaan ku sameeynaa imtixaana?
هاي
Lacagtaan ku siinaa.
هي بدل.
Agta wax ka day.
Gimbal.
Released.
Slant range. Set. System power. Nominal. Detonator power. Nominal. Missile.
Coded.
In altitude. Set standard. GPS signal. Check. Satellite 1 lock.
Check.
Satellite 2 lock.
Check. Roti, magkano?
Maya. Arm weapon. Check. Weapon status. Check. Three, two, one. Rifle, rifle, rifle. Weapon away. Time of flight, 50 seconds.
There's the boy.
He's behind the bread.
40 seconds.
Come on, come on.
شكرا شكرا.
Go!
She's moving.
Zoom in. We need to know that we've hit our targets.
Yes, Colonel.
Steve, identify the bodies.
Zoom in.
Body identified as probably Rashid Hammoud. Body unknown, but likely Abdullah Al-Hadi.
We need to re-engage.
Colonel!
We're going again. She's on the list. Lieutenant.
Yes, ma'am.
Target the moving body.
Yes, ma'am. Re-engaging target. System is still green. Ready on the red missile.
Target is captured.
Three, two, one. Rifle, 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 weapon away. Time of flight, 50 seconds.
يا عاوي اخبريها اخبريها يا عاوي يا عاوي يا عاوي
In on the remains of Danford.
Yes, sir. Gary, we need to go identify the body.
Based on the footage I'm seeing, body confirmed as Susan Helen Danford. Mission accomplished.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry, Sant. I couldn't see any other option.
Yes, Mom, I understand that.
Now, you will file your report as a 45% CDE. Understood? Sant?
45%. Yes, Colonel.
In my opinion, That was disgraceful. And all done from the safety of your chair.
I have attended the immediate aftermath of 5 suicide bombings. On the ground, with the bodies. What you witnessed today with your coffee and biscuits is terrible. What these men would have done would have been even more terrible. Never tell a soldier that he does not know the cost of war.
So.
Oh. Thank you, Captain.
Well, both of you.
Thank you, sir.
You should go home. Get some rest. I need you both back here in 12 hours. All right?
Thank you.